Okay, so I'm at my home screen in Parent Square. So just hitting home screen so you're aware all of our home screens should look the same. I want to start a new post, even though it's hard to believe that it's a post, it really isn't. And I just do the little drop down on the right and I go down to appointment signups. This is really easier than you would think it would be. So I want to put the date in, and so I've made this little handy dandy handout, and you have this handout when it's got some dates. So I see on there I put 3/25. I've given you a visual of what yours will look like. So I'm going to start by putting in those dates and looking at the handout. And so I've got 3/25. So I start right here and I move that over to March. So make sure it's March, because I'm somebody who would accidentally put February. And then we've got Thursday, we're going to add another one, and we're going to go ahead and add Friday for that one. So I'm going to move again over, and there's Friday. So the start and end times, this is going to be really weird. You want to get the maximum start and end times because you want this to be in a block where the parents are seeing all the dates, and we're going to go ahead and erase ones that we don't need. So I'm going to start at a crazy time, and I'm just going to start at probably 7. And sometimes this is a little weird. It doesn't like me. So I'm going to do this one, and I can do this one at, it says 4 p.m. I'm going to actually do a dinner, so I'm going to have mine go to 6, and of course p.m. and starting at 7. So it seems really weird. Our appointment duration is going to be 20 minutes. And we're not doing any real breaks. Really, they're going to be about 15 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and do 20-minute durations on those. We want to click hide names of users and limit to appointment per one appointment per user, but you're going to also have to rewrite that somewhere. This one requires student information. This is if it just actually asks them to put their child's name in, and it'll show up on your end. So you want to click all these little guys and then hit next. Again, my handout will just show you step by step how to do this, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So this one, you want to title it. So sign up shots, maybe it's the title. We could put for student-led conferences. And then right here, it does say 1 spot available, so that's nice. So now we're looking at Wednesday, and we only want to be Wednesday 11 to 5. So we're starting to delete, and we're deleting, and we're deleting. The handout will show you what you're deleting. And as you're deleting it, you're going, is it going away? Because it looks like almost seamless. We're just getting rid of those, getting rid of those, getting rid of those. And remember, it's 11. So you want to go 11 to 5. Let's get rid of that 10:40 slot. And then here's a crazy. We probably want to have lunch at some point. So maybe you want to give them one appointment maybe before their lunch. It all depends on you. So what you're deleting is you're deleting something where you don't want somebody to have a slot in there. So I would love a late lunch that day. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a late lunch. And I'm just taking 2 of those out of there. And then this one is going to go until 5. And remember, I put that one till 6. So I did the maximum amount of times. So on that day, on Wednesday, these are only the options that parents can choose. So I've deleted everything else. Now I'm going to slide over to Thursday. That's a long day. It's 7:20 or 7. It depends. I can get rid of this and just go boop, and get rid of that and go 7:20. And then I want to go to 5. So remember, I went later because I wanted to do a dinner slot. And I'm providing borscht for my Ukrainian parents because I have a strong community in my family time. So then I have Friday. I'm starting this one at 7:20. And then Friday, we're getting out of here a little bit early, so that goes until 10:40. So I want to get rid of the 10:40 to 11 and then anything after that. So I'm just going to start getting rid of all of those dates. So in the handout, it shows you kind of what this should look like. Now, Did I give myself a lunch on Thursday? Yes. So I've got a lunch on Friday. Maybe I want to give myself a little bit more time around lunch. Maybe I want to prepare. Maybe I noticed something that I should have had out or didn't do. So whatever you want to do, if you wanted to get rid of additional time slots because of whatever you need to do set up for that conference, that's fine. And then I've got now Friday set up from 7:20 to it would be essentially 11 o'clock. So it goes to 10:40, but that's going to bring me to 11 o'clock. I go ahead and hit next, and it takes me to the next thing. I do not have a photo of this one, but I can tell you what we do. So it takes a little bit. It's thinking. So appointment sign up. It says Brownell. I don't want my name there. I can just put this, and this is the message that's going out to parents. So you can call it student-led conference sign-up. So I don't know what you want to call it. I think I'm going to do that. Whatever Chris would like. Let's see, sign-ups. And then you're going to put a message here. Now, you could have a crazy whatever message, but my message, or what Chris has drafted, is this really cool draft here, where this one we can put their specific name in. This one we could do this. So there's a couple options here. It depends on how much time you want to do. So you could send this out to individual kids. Right, and we all know how to do that up here. Now let's say, dear, and let's say we say parent or guardian of family time students, and you make it real general. You're like, I don't want to work too hard. You end it, you could put a student name, no student name in there. You put your name right here where it says teacher name, fill that in. And then you just want to make it really easy on yourself, and you go to your family time class. So there's my family time class. I don't want this to go to staff members, and I don't know why Parent Square has that option, although it would make a lot of sense if we were all scheduling individual conferences and it was a bunch of us. So that is actually, when I thought about that, I'm like, why do they always send that out? It's very strange. So basically what you're going to get is you're going to get a little preview here. So you hit preview if you really want to see what this looks like. So I'm going to hit preview. So this tells you what the parents are going to see. So they're going to see this. Of course, we have changed all this lovely stuff. And then over here, we have all of our appointment slots where they click on sign up, and then they add, and they can put a name there. So they don't, you've already clicked that they're not going to show other people's names. They've got, this is their Thursday slots. They slide it down. They slide it down a little bit further, and then they're going to pop right into their Friday slots, and they're going to be able to make an appointment. Once they click on that and they add their appointment, that will disappear for other parents, and that will populate into your Google Calendar. So hopefully you find this kind of easy. You can post it now or later, so you can schedule it to go out on Friday. And you can save the draft and just have maybe a coworker look it over, because there's all these little options. I'm just going to go ahead and save the draft. It's just kind of a super nice option, and it takes you right back here, and then you can just grab your draft, and your draft is right over here. So if you have any questions, ask me. And again, use this little handout. This handout will just kind of do what I just told you step by step, and it should not be any problem.